Okay, it is the 30th of October 2017. I took one trade today. Earlier in the morning, at around 9, I kind of noticed the market had a general upwards direction, and even though I was looking down at this area, and I was anticipating that if the market broke through this area, it would push up higher, and if it broke through downwards, it would push lower to at least this level of resistance here. So when the market pushed up, it didn't break as cleanly as I wanted it to, and when it did, it broke up very quickly to the point where I was not going to take a trade, because if I was to take a trade, I would have had my stop at just below here either way. So if it was going upwards, I'd have my stop just below here. If it was going downwards, I would have my stop just above here. So, and I had intended to take profits here, or of course here. So the market moved quicker than I had anticipated, and then I was kind of busy for later in the morning, so I didn't really get much of a chance to make a move on anything that happened. Later on, I noticed the market was pushing up very quickly upwards, and I anticipated a reaction at these levels, anticipated this as very strong resistance point, and it was. So after seeing some resistance here, I took a short position. It seemed beneficial at this point because I could have a relatively tight stop with a longer take profit. Initially, I was thinking that the market could potentially rally back all the way down to these levels, but I was a little bit, I guess the right word would be scared. So even though my stop loss was set at 3 ticks, I had my take profit at only 5 ticks, so around this area. So right, I believe it was around this area. When I guess you could say my original idea was for the market to push all the way down here, which is probably the trade I should have taken. I should have, of course, widened my stops a little bit more than 3 ticks, probably about 5 or 6 ticks, and then my take profit would have probably been around 9 ticks or so. Of course, this is just how I chart and not how I trade. So it was still a positive trade. It was plus 5 ticks gained for the day. It's the only trade that I took. I was kind of busy for a lot of today, but a little bit disappointing when you have a larger idea, but you're a little bit, I guess, too much of a pussy to kind of go through with it. I really should have too, because if I had gotten stopped out, I've been a relatively short, relatively relatively small stop loss. So